Hello, I am Dr. Savoca Glass Jr., and welcome to Justicor Consulting, where I will be discussing crime versus deviance. Understanding the distinction between crime and deviance is fundamental to the study and practice of criminal justice. While these terms are often used interchangeably in everyday conversation, they represent two conceptually distinct ideas that shape how behavior is defined, regulated, and addressed within society. Deviance refers broadly to any behavior, belief, or condition that violates social norms. These norms are the informal rules that guide acceptable behavior within a given culture or community. Importantly, deviance is socially constructed, meaning what is considered deviant can vary significantly across time, location, and social context. For example, behaviors such as dress styles, speech patterns, or lifestyle choices may be viewed as deviant in one community, but entirely acceptable in another. Crime, by contrast, is a specific category of deviance that involves the violation of formal laws established by governing authorities. When behavior is criminalized, it carries legal consequences enforced by the state, including arrest, prosecution, and punishment. Therefore, all crimes are deviant, but not all deviant behaviors are crimes. This distinction is critical for criminal justice professionals, as the system is primarily concerned with behaviors that have been formally codified into law. One of the most important implications of this distinction is the role of social power in defining crime. Laws are created through political processes, which means that certain behaviors may be criminalized or decriminalized based on shifting societal values and priorities. For instance, historical changes in laws related to alcohol prohibition, drug use, or same sex relationships demonstrate how behaviors once considered criminal can later become normalized or even protected. From a theoretical perspective, criminological frameworks such as labeling theory help explain how deviance and crime are socially constructed and reinforced. Labeling theory suggests that individuals who are labeled as deviant or criminal may internalize those labels, which can influence their identity and future behavior. This process can contribute to a cycle of continued deviance, particularly when individuals face barriers to reintegration due to stigma. Another key distinction lies in how society responds to deviance versus crime. Deviant behavior is often addressed through informal social controls such as family expectations, peer influence, or community norms. In contrast, crime triggers formal social controls, including law enforcement intervention, judicial proceedings, and correctional sanctions. Understanding this difference allows criminal justice professionals to better assess when legal intervention is necessary and when alternative, community based responses may be more appropriate. From an evidence based perspective, over reliance on formal sanctions for behaviors that could be addressed through informal mechanisms can lead to unnecessary system involvement, increased costs, and unintended negative outcomes such as labeling and recidivism. Therefore, modern criminal justice strategies emphasize diversion, prevention, and proportional responses to behavior. In conclusion, the distinction between crime and deviance is not merely academic. It has real world implications for policy, enforcement, and justice outcomes. Recognizing that crime is a legally defined subset of deviance allows professionals to critically evaluate laws, challenge assumptions, and apply more effective, equitable approaches to behavior management. At Justicore Consulting, we emphasize the importance of understanding these foundational concepts to ensure that justice systems operate with clarity, fairness, and a commitment to evidence based practice. Once again, I am Dr. Savoca Glass Jr., and thank you for joining us. Remember, in criminal justice, evidence matters, integrity matters, justice demands both.